So bear in mind the style you want to achieve and measure in accordance with that. Take the measurement downwards as well as across, so that you know when you're transferring your measurement onto your outfit exactly where you want to place it on your material. In this video, I'd like to show you how to take your own body measurements and measurements on somebody else, especially if you're going to follow one of my videos, because I'm going to throw in a couple of extra measurements so that you can get an extra brilliant fit. Remember, they are body measurements, so I won't be adding any extra for ease of comfort, just your actual body size. I will be measuring in inches, but feel free to measure in centimetres because the guidelines are exactly the same. Let's start with measuring the top half of our mannequin. So for a kameez, we're going to need to have the measurement from shoulder to shoulder. So you do actually put your measuring tape on the tip edge of your shoulder on both sides, and for the mannequin it's 15 inches. Now if I was to do this on myself, I would need to get my hair out of the way and place the measuring tape on my actual shoulder tip where I can feel the bone to the next one. If I was going to make a sleeveless outfit, I need to bear in mind what kind of style I'm going for at the shoulder. So if it's really cut in, you can have it quite close to the neck, you can have it on the inside of your bone, or you could have it dropping off your shoulder. So bear in mind the style you want to achieve and measure in accordance with that. Take the measurement downwards as well as across, so that you know when you're transferring your measurement onto your outfit exactly where you want to place it on your material. So for example, if I'm taking a measurement of the bust, I know that the measurement is here and I can take that, but I also want to know where I've taken that measurement. So that I took on 9.5. So when I do actually transfer my measurements onto the material, I'll go down 9.5 and I know exactly where I've taken that measurement. If I was to do it on myself, again, make sure you have your hair out of the way. Keeping your measuring tape straight across your back and right across your biggest bust point. I would actually breathe in when you're taking this measurement so that you get an extra comfort fit. Otherwise you may find that your outfit might be slightly tight on you. Next we're going to take a measurement which is under the bust. And on my mannequin that's 31. So the under the bust measurement is taken at 12.5 inches. And again for myself, keeping the measuring tape in line, straight across, but under. And here it is. I'll tell you the measurement. And then you want to measure your waist. The waist on my dummy is taken at 16 inches. So we have here a nice guide on the mannequin. It says the waist is 28. And on yourself, this is where you go in the most. So just feel where your hip is about to curve out and measure above that, right across just above your belly button. When you're taking your reading, make sure you don't move your finger once you've got it, and so that you get it absolutely accurate. And I'd like to take an extra measurement, which I'm calling the midriff. And on the mannequin, that's just under 29 inches. The midriff measurement is taken at 13.25 inches. And then you want to take the hip measurement. So this is the widest part of your curve, and on my dummy it's 37. So keeping the measuring tape in the exact same place, that is 17.5 inches down from my neck, from the nape. So all of these measurements I'm doing are from the nape of the neck, just the highest part of the shoulder. An extra measurement I like to take is just over the bottom, so that if I'm making a kameez, there's no pull and the fabric covering the bottom is straight down, not sliding inwards. and you just get that extra comfort fit. Again, measure downwards so that you know where you took that measurement and where it needs to be transferred onto your fabric. And then you just need to know where you've measured from. So again, from the nape of my neck to the biggest part of my bust is where I've taken my bust measurement. Under the bust is literally where you've now gone flat. So that's where you take the next measurement. The midriff is like an inch or so below that, and the waist measurement is an inch above from your belly button. It's also a good idea just to take one of the biggest part of your belly, just so that you do have a nice comfort fit, which is just going to be about here. So if I was to measure, I would measure it from this point. That's the length of my neck, and this is my measurement here at 17.5 inches. When you're putting on sleeves, the measurement is really a personal thing. So for example, when I have sleeves, I don't like them to go really into my armpit, and I like to keep my armhole quite nice and loose, so usually around just above my bra strap, so that's like 9 inches, which to some people is just far too much. They think, you know, that's not going to be comfortable, it reveals too much skin. So really, on yourself, try on a sleeveless outfit and see where you like that measurement to be, and measure yourself according to that. So if I was to measure myself, and I know that I would like it 9 here, if you wanted it slightly smaller, what you can do is measure all the way around as close as possible, knowing where you want your sleeve to finish, and hold that in place. Also, when it comes to armholes, I like to take a measurement which is just here, and that for me is just like on the inside of my shoulder bone to the inside of my shoulder bone. I know that that will then be a nice fit if I'm making a sleeveless outfit, and also ensuring that my bra strap is covered, because I don't always want to wear a strapless bra. Taking the measurement for your sleeve just really depends on what style you're going for. So if you hold the measuring tape at the top, and if I put my little finger here at 6, you can see that would give me a nice kind of length for a sari blouse. Just a little while ago it was fashionable to have your sari blouse come in here, so it might even help doing it upside down. So, you know, just above the elbow, that would give you like a 10 inch. If you wanted it full sleeve like what I'm wearing here, this is on me 21 inches. Sometimes you want it to finish just at a comfortable point here, so you can still wear bangles and it not interfere, or you know, midway, whichever you're comfortable with. That is literally the measurement. The only difference then being is, depending on the length of your sleeve, what your measurement is going to be where your sleeve ends. So for example, this one is like a bell sleeve, so this is a good 11 inches wide at the front, and we will have videos later on showing you how to make a bell sleeve design, so we'll bear that in mind. But normally, say if your sleeve, you wanted it a nice tight fit, you know, you would just measure around the point where you want your sleeve to end and take that measurement. When you're taking a measurement for your sleeve, it's always a good idea to keep yourself a good 2 inches all the way in, and you know, bend your arm when you're taking measurements so that you do have the extra fit. And if you do have an extra 2 inch all the way along, and you do need to open it out for more comfort, you've got this freedom to be able to do that. Again, if you wanted a short sleeve, you would just take your measurement, wrap it around your sleeve, and know where that's finishing. Again, just tense and know that you've got a little bit of loose in there, or measure your arm now, and then depending on the style you can put the loose in there, but it's something that you must definitely not forget. So measurements for your lehenga, you really only need 2 measurements. So know where you want your lehenga to sit. Some people like it on their waist, like quite high up. Depending on the style, that looks really nice. So you would take the measurement of your waist here, which we've already done previously, but I'll show you again, it's 28. Then you need to measure from the exact same spot where you want your lehenga to sit, right down to the bottom. And I know you can't see that, but just take that measurement, wearing the shoes you're going to wear with your outfit, because if you're going to wear heels, that will make a really big difference. So in this case, I measured it at 41 inches, and normally that's quite a safe kind of measurement. The shortest you may have 38, 39 in general for average women's height. But it does really depend on where you want it to sit and whether you want that finish of ankle length kind of finish, or if you want it down to the ground so you can't even see your shoes. And they're the two measurements you need to make a lehenga. Now, if you're making a blouse and you just want to know where to finish your blouse, then you're going to again need to know what style you're making. Are you making it to finish right at the waist, in which case that's around 16 inches long? Are you making it quite a high one, so again you're revealing more of your midriff? That could be anything from 12.5. So know your style and know where you want it to finish. If you need to know the length for a kameez, then again it depends on your style. You might be making a really high kameez with a patiala salwar, in which case it could be anything from like 32 inches high. So know where you want it to finish and just measure again from the nape of your neck. If you're going for a pajama outfit and you want it really long, I mean, you could have this to your knee, past your knee, just above your ankle. So again, know where you want your kameez to finish and measure from that point. Another tip when you're measuring yourself is to wear an outfit that you more or less want to copy and take the measurement of it on you so that you know that it fits you the way you want to recreate it, or you might want to add something to it, you might want to actually make it more tight fit. So that really helps, knowing where your measurements should start and end if you're wearing something similar. I've made a video so that you can see how your measurements translate into how much fabric you're going to need to make your design. So go to that video, it will really help you make sure you don't buy any excess or don't get cut short. Once you've got your fabric, we can start sewing.